You are listening to 600 Second Saga. Today's feature is Not Here by Russ Bickerstaff. You're not here. There's no anger in the voice. There's nothing familiar about it either. Just a casual, matter-of-fact sort of thing. Evidently, there's a bit of silence as the beautiful blue eyes return to the cool glow of the small, handheld screen of some sort. I nod and hear those 3 words echo through my head as I try to make them match with anything about the world around me. But they're not actually connecting with anything at all. With no other way to connect up with the words, I smile as politely as possible and nod. The bus rolls on. I'm seeing buildings and intersections pass by in the outside world. I take a deep breath and consider precisely where I'm getting off in the city night beyond the bus. I know I've got a while before I'm getting off, and I know that I should probably say something in response to what she said to me. But I don't think that I'm going to. I think that I'm going to get up and move a bit closer to the front of the bus. To sit here in silence after what she just said would feel a bit too weird. Somewhere in the hum of the bus, there's the sound of traffic. The occasional stop gets announced in crisp, clear language that echoes through everything from some automated system. I'm trying not to think about the way that everyone is looking at me out of the corner of their eyes. I'm trying not to think of the way they're all looking at me as being anything other than the way people normally look at each other from out of the corner of their eyes on public transportation. There's nothing strange about the now, unless I let it be. You're not really here. It's a voice that's almost totally like the other voice that I'd heard at the back of the bus. This one's at the front of the bus. Vocal quality is almost identical to the one I heard back there. Same crispness, same casual sense of formality or whatever. I glance around for the one who spoke the words to me at the front of the bus, but everyone's looking away from me. They're all looking out the windows or into glowing screens, and there's something else about them that seems exactly the same. So I smile and nod at everyone at the front of the bus. I fail in doing anything other than smiling and nodding into the emptiness of everything, as no one seems to be making eye contact with me. And this is perfectly okay, because now at least 2 people have mentioned to me that I'm not supposed to be here. And I guess I should feel kind of okay about that, but I really don't. There's something strange about it. There's something that I can't quite put a finger on. There's something about it that seems strange or something. Looking around, outside the bus, I continue to see intersections roll by. The bus slowly rolls into a stop, and there's someone getting on. They board the bus, scan a pass, and walk in to sit down, telling me that I'm not here, as she passes by, looking into a handheld screen on her way to her seat. No eye contact at all. A voice just exactly like the others. Things wobble around a bit amidst the bus's acceleration, and I nearly lose my balance. I grab a bar to stabilize myself and try not to stare at the person who just spoke to me. Somewhere in the haze of the dizziness, it occurs to me that maybe I missed my stop. One foot follows the other, and I ask the driver what the last stop was. All she can do is shake her head and say the same words that I've heard from everyone else. You're not here, she said. Beautiful blue eyes regard mine as reflected in a rear view. All I can do is smile politely and nod. I'd like the next stop then. My voice comes out a bit strange. There's something strangely familiar about my own voice, something that doesn't feel right, but is. I look into the face of the bus driver. I see the exact same face on every person in every seat of the bus. Everyone's casually engrossed in the glowing screen of the phone she's holding in her hands. Then I think back and remember that I don't have anything to remember from before those words were spoken to me. So I sit down and idly scroll through a few things on my phone. The bus slows to a stop and picks up someone who looks exactly like me. She sits down next to me. I glance up at her, tell her she's not here, and go back to scrolling through a few more things on my phone. This was Not Here by Russ Bickerstaff. Russ is a professional theater critic and aspiring author living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with his wife and 2 daughters. His short fictions have appeared in over 30 different publications, including Hypertext Magazine, Pulp Metal Magazine, Zine und Werden, and Theme of Absence. Check our show notes for links. Music is provided by Mads. Learn more about 600 Second Saga, our authors, how to submit your flash fiction, and how to support the podcast in the show notes. This has been Mariah Avix and 600 Second Saga.